Well, hello again, and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Please tell me that you can hear me and see me clearly. Um, Thank you guys for working with me, and I have had some technical difficulties. We have had some severe storms here as well, folks. So let me know if you can hear me clearly, if you can see me clearly, and we will. Oh, Bo, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much for coming back, dear. This is the what I wanted to share with you guys last night. Again, we had some severe storms. Now you know we can't control the weather, unfortunately, but I promised you I would be back. Here I am. Now, let's look at the topic. Florida, Veronica, how you doing? Underground West, Leon, how are you? Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate you guys coming back and share this out. Lori, how are you? Everyone's saying everything looks good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead, hit that little thumb, hit that like button for me, please, folks. And we will get it started. This is our little fire starter. New York governor shames MAGA crowd by channeling her inner Hillary Clinton. Now, supposedly, the Democrats are supposed to be so open minded, right? Newsflash that this is hypocrisy at its finest, folks. So, if you think about it, they're always saying, oh, conservatives, very narrow minded. They won't accept LBGT and all these other issues. I'm telling you, liberals are the most narrow minded people that I ever run into or meet. It's always that way. And so look at the missteps of Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York. Look at all the things that she says. Look at all the things that Biden says. No one says a word. And I'm hoping that Elmo, if you're here, say hello so we can see you. I just jumped off of someone else's podcast. And how you doing, James? And he's supposed to be coming on over. And I'm going to have him on my podcast so you guys can meet him. And guys, I had something else to tell you. I had a family member to call me earlier, and I had no idea she'd been watching my podcast. So I'm telling you, folks, there are a lot of people who feel just like we do. And my family member called me and she was like, "You're doing a good job. I love it." And she said, what can I do? And I told her I was going to order her. She wanted me to order her a Trump shirt, and I told her I would. But no, they don't, Florida. Yes, she's terrible, John. Remember, she said that black children in the Bronx don't know what a computer is. So why do the liberals always get a pass? Anything they say is swept under the rug. As soon as a conservative says something, there's a problem. I told you, I don't do the double standards. So she's horrible. She is. And all I can say, guys, is we've been saying for the past 6 months, watch it and see what's going to happen. CNN, MSNBC, they are losing their minds. They don't know what to do. Black Americans aren't listening to the Democratic plants, the shills, the puppets, and they just don't know what to do. Peter, I am narrow-minded. Scripture tells me to, right, Peter? James, because we're idiots. Okay, James. Laurie, I'm glad all of you are here. Those of you who have social media, please, please, please share this stream out on your various forms of social media, and we can bring some more people in. So I'm just going to pull the video up and I'm going to play it. Now, I don't know why I had all the issues last night on the MacBook. So tonight I'm using my laptop. So, hey, whatever works, right? So I wanted to share this with you because the irony, you guys remember what Hillary Clinton said. And so I'm going to play that for you because this is unbelievable. And they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So remember, we all remember the basket of deplorables from Hillary Clinton. John, how are you? John says Trump all the way. James, it was a very enjoyable chat lesson. James, I enjoyed all of you. Mo Dollars, how are you? Thank you, Mo. Underground West said, West, now I'm a Generation Xer. They are panicking. Now, remember, for the longest time, they wouldn't admit to it. Now, of course, well, you know what she said. This Hochul, she's evil. I put her on the same level as Nancy Pelosi and Maxine Waters. Okay, that's just what I think about Kathy Hochul. I'm done with her. So listen up, folks. I'm going to play this, and I'll be responding to your comments in the comment section, and you tell me what you think. And listen up, unbelievable. Let me know if you can hear it loudly and clearly.
Inspiration from Hillary Clinton.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables. Right? The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic.
Sounds like they're describing themselves.
Islamophobic, you name it. And unfortunately, there are people like that. And he has lifted them up.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul took a page out of the old Hillary Clinton playbook and insulted Trump's supporters who attended the rally.
I'll tell you, it won't make a difference at all, Jake, and that is for Donald Trump to be the ringleader of and invite all his clowns to a place like the Bronx. He wants to spend his...
She's calling her constituents clowns. Okay? So, yeah. So anytime you're not thinking the way the liberals want you to think and saying the things that the liberals want you to say, that's when the true person comes out. Listen to this. Unbelievable.
Time doing these made-up fake rallies and pretending they're supporting. Be my guest, because while you're doing that, Donald Trump, Joe Biden's out there on the other side making sure he's delivering.
And guess what? New Yorkers are ticked.
Just look at the crowd, right? So when she says clowns, you're talking to me, you're talking to a whole bunch of people that just want to listen. That liberal or a democratic approach is just wrong. Let's not be so condescending and calling people clowns and, start to get to these insults. That's just something wild to hear from your politician.
Yeah, these are New Yorkers that showed up at this rally. Miranda, I have never seen politicians attack their own constituents.
So what do you guys think about that? You change your thought process and you don't think like they think, and then the name calling comes out. Thank you, John. The Bronx, those were local citizens. This clown, she's the clown. She stated that he had those people bust in. Are you kidding me? Really? Sally, how are you, dear? Baldwin Birds, how you doing? So, come on, all right? No. Unbelievable. Just type what you think about this in the comment section, but I can't anymore.
In their own state and ever have it go well.
Well, because they've been completely humiliated. Here is Donald Trump. He's gone into their territory, into their den, and been wildly popular. It's fantastic to watch, Democrat politician after Democrat politician in New York, just so outraged. But that haughtiness, that arrogance of Kathy Hochul is exactly what Hillary Clinton did. And you would think that the Democrats would have learned by now.
No, it permeates, though. The Democrats, I don't think they've ever understood the Trump supporters. I don't think they understand or appreciate, or they just take their own constituency for granted, Doctor. That's the way I see how they do it.
Completely right. And I also wonder how Governor Hochul, who's an upstater, would actually do in the Bronx herself if she came down there to rally, and they're busy measuring the crowd size when they should be thinking this.
Do you guys remember during the whole time, right, Baldwin Birds, they would not zoom in on that crowd. And so now that we have the actual video footage, well, they were bussed in. And they're clowns. Get out of here.
Donald Trump trying to do here? He's trying to show that he's unabashed, that he's a street fighter, that he has courage, that no place is off limits for him. That's the American spirit, isn't it? That's what Americans are about, and people will resonate with that.
Well, the over at The View, Anna Navarro had a little bit of a hard time with this. Alicia, I'd like to get your reaction to this, but have a listen to this.
There are some Latino immigrants who forget they came here as immigrants and who want to shut the door behind them, and who think being anti-immigrant somehow is going to make them pass as more American, pass as whatever. And that's a very stupid attitude to have.
Okay, so the Democratic Party has long hung its hat on being the champions of diversity until diversity of opinion enters the room, and then that's villainous, right? But then you go even further and you have someone who comes in who represents ethnic diversity. They come in with a diverse opinion. Those are the people who receive the harshest treatment, because there has been this attempt for way too long to try to classify Latinos into a political monolith that just simply doesn't fit if you're actually paying attention, if you're actually talking to voters who are out there. Because when you talk to Latino voters, regardless of when immigration status started in their family line, they are listening and they are voters first. Yep. And that's what I've been told by my own family members, but also the voters who I talk to when we're out there on the campaign trail. So to hear that is just like, it's an absolute insult.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, again, they talk to Black American voters, their Black American voters, and the Hispanic voters the same way. And the Hispanic voters are saying the same thing. When we came over here, we did the ones who came that did it the right way. They're like, wait a minute, we didn't receive all this money and free housing. So they're like, what the heck? So they're angry too. And I told you, I really applaud Chicago. I'm so proud of Chicago. Florida, if you want to come here to live in this great country, do it by the legal way. I did, right? Florida gets it. And that's what I'm saying. The Democrats did not think that, immigrants who came here legally, again, they're turned on them too. Because they know anyone with two eyeballs can see that what they're doing is not right. The Democrats are pushing their socialist, communist, Marxist, right, agenda. That's what they're doing. And guess what? You guys know, if you've been here for a while, that's why I've been telling you, I say it just about every episode. We have to come together. We do not have time for divisiveness, right? If you see what they're doing, I've already told you. If Biden gets back in office, you can kiss this country goodbye. We don't have time for divisiveness, folks. We've got to get that man out of office, okay? And that's what I'm saying. We come together, a united front against the tyranny of the Biden administration. Baldwin-Burr, your actions influence your consequences. Facts, Baldwin-Burrs. Andrew, anybody listening to De Niro would make less sense than Boeing taking aeronautical engineering advice from Richard Simmons. Andrew, I was talking to someone earlier about, I love Robert De Niro's movies. However, I wish actors, actresses, rappers, singers go back to the way it was. I don't need to hear your political affiliation. You're not going to influence me. Why am I going to listen to millionaires who aren't affected the way we normal people who are out here working every day are affected by Bidenomics, the economy, the high gas, the high food prices? No. Why am I going to listen to Robert De Niro? He's a multimillionaire. He's not going to struggle the way we struggle. I'm not listening to LeBron James. He's a multimillionaire. I'm not listening to any of those people. I love Bruce Springsteen as well. I don't like his political views, but I love his music. So, you know, I may love your music, I may love your movies. How you doing, partner, Chef Honest Wine? You're not going to tell me how to vote. Sally said De Niro Looney Tunes. Yeah, he flipped his wig. James said now the ones here want to close the border. Right. Of course they want to close it. And folks, like I said, you don't have to listen to me. But I'll tell you this. If you didn't see the video I did on Perry, Iowa, and what Tyson Foods did, that's not an anomaly, folks. That's what is going to become normal practice. So you can continue to fight white against black, white against Hispanic, Hispanic against white. I'm telling you, while we're doing all this fighting, okay, you're losing the battle, okay, because they're moving these people right on in here. So you already having problems finding jobs. So just keep on fighting amongst yourselves and see where that gets you, okay? And so that's why I'm so adamant about that, folks. Andrew, today's the only day this week Prince Pierre is doing a press conference and Zero X about mass stabbings. No, they're not going to say anything about that. Those liberal cities and the issues they're having, they're not going to say a word. Andrew, these actors and musicians are cashing in on selling out. Yeah, Andrew, their plants and their puppets, they're going to say whatever it takes, right, to keep the checks coming. That's why I don't listen to any of them. I told people during the George Floyd protests, when Black Lives Matter was out here burning down whole American cities and police departments, and they were saying, defund the police. I told people, why the heck would you listen to that crap? I'm a normal citizen. I'm not LeBron James. Why are you going to listen to a multimillionaire who does not even use the police? He has private security. Why would you listen to someone like that? He needs to continue playing his basketball. He's not going to tell me who to vote for. He's bought and paid for too. Shall I continue? He's just like Al Sharpton and the Congressional Black Caucus and the NAACP. Everyone's bought and paid for. President of Morehouse College, bought and paid for. Had the president down there, and a lot of the students didn't want him there. He had him there anyway. Okay. And so that's what I'm saying. Underground West, thank you. So we don't have time for the nonsense. If we don't bond together as Americans, it's going to be a lost cause. And we have no one to blame but ourselves, because we've been so distracted with things that really it doesn't matter, skin color. Right? So you keep fighting over nonsensical things. And while you're doing that, the Democrats will continue to destroy this country. Okay? And you're going to look up and there's going to be Perry, Iowa incidences happening all over, because they're going to put people in those jobs who won't want all of the perks, the benefits that we as Americans are used to, and they will work for less money. Then, how you doing, Cha-Cha? Then what are you going to do? It's too late for you to try to come together after that. And so that's what drives me nuts. We're out here fighting over nonsense, right? And like I told you, for the most part, everyone gets along fine, but they keep trying to divide us, and we can't let that happen. Cha-cha. All right, Cha-cha. I told you I'd be back, sweetie. De Niro having a baby at 79. Yeah, like I said, I look at De Niro's movies. I don't listen to when I see him talking about politics, I turn the channel, because he's not going to dictate who I vote for. I love actress Jennifer Lewis. She went on a wild tirade week before last. I'm not listening to what they're saying. You are an actor, an actress, or a musician, whatever. You're not telling me who to vote for. And you're a multimillionaire. Now, if you were making the same salary that I make, maybe, it would be a level playing field. It's not. You're not affected by the same things that us regular working Americans are affected by. So I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't. Okay, Florida, I've been watching Spanish YouTube channels, and a lot of Hispanics are not happy that Florida gets it exactly. And Florida, these are people who came over here and did it right legally, and they're hardworking Americans. Again, they don't like it either. They know it's not right. They know it. Peter, fall of Rome coming to a country near you. Right, Peter? If we don't get Biden out of office, you better believe it. That's exactly what's going to happen. They are trying to destroy this country. Why do you think they're always trying to keep Americans divided? That's why they keep racism, 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 racism. That's why it's not working this time, and that's why they're scrambling. Ruby, how you doing, dear? John, I hope the citizens from the Bronx remember they were called clowns. Yes, exactly. John, they were called clowns. This is your governor. She called her constituents clowns. So this is what you voted for. So you know what you need to do in November. Just like Chicago. Yes, they made a mistake, but they're getting ready to rectify their mistake. I truly believe it. And this has never happened in my lifetime. That's why this is so significant, people. And that's why I can't stop talking. I'm just pleased that people are waking up. It's a godsend is what it is. Sally, sleeping giant awake. Yes, Sally, the giant is awake, and I'm thoroughly happy and pleased about it. And what we need to do is continue to share the message. Okay. I've reached out to some people. I've reached out to Madeline Brain. She was the lady you saw talking on Fox from the Bronx. She also has a nonprofit, and she's a part of Blexit. I've reached out to them. I'm trying to bring someone on the show. I've been working. I've reached out. I've sent some emails. So I will have guests on the show just as soon as someone responds to my email. Andrew, love how media is keeping quiet. How AOC refusing to debate her Democrat. Yeah. And you know how the Democrats will do. They don't have to debate. They'll just pick and choose who they want. And if you wanted to run, just too bad. It's just too bad for you. But they're running scared. And I still feel they're going to pull some last minute situation because they know Biden's not going to win. I don't know what they're planning, and they are plotting. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to try to pull him at the last minute and insert, say, Michelle Obama. And again, I'm going to do I will do a video for you guys. Michelle Obama has a problem with Black people. I have a video. Someone did a documentary on her. I watched it on the Jason Whitlock channel. They did a documentary on her and all the horrible things she's done to Black people all her life. So they may think inserting Michelle Obama will bring in the Black vote. No. People are too smart for that. You can't continue to pull from the same playbook. Not in the age of the internet, you can't. No. So, Sally, you agree? Yeah. I don't know. They're desperate. And so that, they're continuing to lie and embellish. They don't want to admit that, again, Trump didn't do anything to garner the Black or Hispanic vote. The Democrats did this themselves. They shot themselves in the foot. Andrew, Big Mike won't be put in. Okay. I'm not saying she will. I'm just saying they're desperate. They're grasping at straws, trying to figure out a new plan. They know Biden's not going to win. Peter, or you can take that to the bank. Some are going to be lit. Yeah, summer's going to be something, Peter. Ruby, I don't think it would be Michelle. Gavin Newsom and Ruby. Gavin is not too popular, in his own. People are fleeing California, my God, in droves. No one can afford to live there but the rich. So again, that's a kind of a soft version of Jim Crow. So, And California, we know how liberal California is. And so, again, guys, I enjoy bringing this information to you, but I need your help sharing this with more and more people. The more, the merrier. Uh, Again, there may be a lot of people who are on the fence, and you never know. You can say something to spark, their attention, and they can start doing some research. You don't know who you can reach. We can all reach someone, folks. We can. Ruby, yes, Gavin Newsom is a total disaster. He is. He really is. And I can't think of anyone that the Democrats could insert at this date and pull out a victory. I think there's just too many Americans of all nationalities, creeds, and colors who are suffering. Andrew, okay, and so that's just where we are with that. And so again, people, everyone's looking at the pocketbook, and look at all these young people on TikTok and social media. I mean, some of them with college degrees crying. They can't afford rent. They can't afford basic, living wages. They can't make it. Pritzker, oh God, no. No. They're throwing Pritzker out of Chicago the way things are going there. So, yeah, folks, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. But I know you guys, I need to do a video on Michelle Obama and her problem with the Black community. So it's not going to be as easy as they think. Because again, everyone just about has the internet. Now, of course, we talked about the generational difference. And so the older Black Americans who look at MSNBC, who look at CNN, and that's all, they're not really on social media. That's all they hear. Tiffany Hayner, 2024. Oh, God. Wow, so she can bankrupt us the way she did Dalton? Oh, God, no. Not the Superman Tiffany Hayner. No. She's got her own problems. They're investigating her, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be pulling some time soon. But again, folks, I'm also going to do a video about Black idolatry. So a lot of people, I think I told you guys, a lot of people become angry, and because I'm Black American, I'm not supposed to say anything negative about Al Sharpton, Maxine Waters. No. Yes, Ruby, they have jokes tonight. And so I'm going to tell the truth. And like I said, I have people reaching out to me, telling me this is what they need to hear. And they love it. And I have people saying, I watched your content. I really enjoyed it. That keeps me motivated. And I'm not going to stop. Yes, I have. I'll be honest with you. I have some people that started with me when the channel started, and they don't like the new direction. But, I feel that, especially when the migrant crisis started, it's just something, it lit a fire in me, and I'm just sitting there watching this unfold. How you doing, Mike? I'm trying. And I'm like, this isn't right. And I'm like, I'm going to speak out. I'm going to say something about this. And again, I looked around. I looked at the people at my job, and I'm like, we all get along just fine. What is all this divisiveness that they're talking about? And no. And I tell people, and I'm supposed to be oppressed. I'm not oppressed. No, I'm not. And I respond to people in the comments telling me, well, slavery, da 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 da, and you don't know, and white people. And I told this guy, I said, look, everyone knows what happened in American history. I'm just saying, don't stay stuck there. Move forward. It's a new day. You stay stuck. I mean, that's biblical. Even in the Bible, God tell you don't look back. How are you going to go forward and you're turned around looking back? You can't. You're stuck. So all these people talking about Biden's going to be reelected, you'll see. Pocketbook comes over party. It's the economy, stupid, is what you want to tell them. So no. And all these people that he tried to trick with the student loan forgiveness, some of that stuff they didn't read the fine print. Some of it is set up so you vote for him, and then it starts in 2025. Oh my God! I was reading some of that stuff. It's a joke. No more Beetlejuice, Andrew. No Beetlejuice 2024. No. Ruby, they definitely have jokes. Mike, glad you joined us, dear. And so, folks, let's all stay vigilant and cognizant of everything going around us and what's going on, the lies, the hypocrisy, the gaslighting. I love it. They're falling apart, and I've never seen this happen in my lifetime. And I cannot be, I'm almost at a loss for words, but I'm happy until this country gets back to the moral values. We're not going to make it. We have to get back. And Thomas Sowell, I've been reading some more of his book today. And if we could get back, if we would follow Thomas, if everyone would read Thomas Sowell, oh my God, this country could really do something. We could really improve. But no, of course, we want to continue with the victimhood, right? And tell people, oh, you can't make it because of racism. And that's a bald-faced lie. You can't make it because of your poor choices and decisions. Nothing else. Stop it. Combat Medic, thank you for your service. Yes, refuse to allow people to sandbag Americans with right? Combat, you know why they do that. They do that to keep you dependent on them. So that's a form of idolatry because you're worshiping them, not God who created you. So again, they want you to be dependent. You're not supposed to, none of us are supposed to be dependent on anyone except the Holy Father. That's it. Okay. Where are we here? Florida. Okay, Florida's got jokes. Florida, I told you, no Beetlejuice for 2025. Florida's like getting Andrew. Okay. And so, yeah, Andrew, I know we talked about that. The police situation. We have some police officers, just like everyone else in every occupation, who does things they should not do. Combat said, repent for God is at hand. Refuse victimhood. Right, Combat? If you believe in God, how the heck are you a victim? You are not. But that's what they have ingrained in so many people's psyche. Okay? That's why psychology is one of my favorite courses. Right? It's indoctrination. It's brainwashing. And it's disgusting. Okay? It is. And so that's why, again, I had a fire lit under me with the migrant crisis. And as you can see, you guys think back when I started the migrant crisis video series. That's when people really started to wake up. Think back. If you haven't been here for a while, go back and check out my videos. Okay? That's when people are like, wait a minute. This isn't right. Thank you. Good job. Jesus is our savior. Exactly, Combat Medic. And I love your profile picture. Looks like a little tabby cat. Meow. And it looks like my kitty that just passed away. Oh man, he was 18 years old, Combat Medic. Thank you for your service, dear. So yeah, folks, that's pretty much, we have victory in Jesus. We sure do. That's pretty much, what I wanted to share with you. Tomorrow's the last day of school, so I will be trying to maybe have 2-3 videos per week. I told you I am trying to, if you guys know of anyone who would come on the show, let me know. Contact me. I'll send them my email address. I have been fervently, actively, I've been reaching out to people on social media. I've been sending emails. I'm doing everything I can to try and bring guests to the show. And so I haven't heard from anyone, but I have reached out to people. And I guess people are busy. I understand that. And some people, of course, they only go on large platforms like Fox News or whatever. So it is what it is. But I just want you to know that I am fervently trying to bring in, yes. And I am going to get Mr. John Joyner back. Remember, I had him when I first started this series, and you all loved him. Right, Common Sense Sarge. And so that's all I wanted, folks. I didn't want to keep you forever. I know some of you have to get up and go to work tomorrow. And so tell me what you think in the comments section. This is the hypocrisy we've been talking about. This is what the Democrats do. If anyone here supports the Democrats, why do I continue to bash the Democrats? Because of all of the evil schemes that they've conducted for the past 60 plus years. I cannot put, yes, the Republicans aren't perfect, but they haven't, they have not been involved in all these schemes and ruses, the bamboozling and the indoctrination of people. They just, didn't really come around and try to reach out, but they didn't do all the evil things that the Democrats have done. They did not, and they have not. So this is their opening. They've never had an opening like this. Now is their time to reach out and let people know what they stand for, where they stand on the issues that are important to everyone. Okay. All right. All righty, Andrew. It would be nice to have a long heads up to win next year. Andrew, I never know. It just depends on how my day goes and how busy I am. And so it just depends, it's contingent upon many things that, what happens throughout the day. Ruby, Ruby, I missed your comment, dear. So yeah, if there's anything you'd want me to, discuss or talk about that I haven't already, let me know. Okay. So that now that school's out, I'm going to be able to get in a few more a week, maybe. Don't, Andrew, I do the best I can, but I never know. Florida, I have his phone number. I really need to check on him because I know he's having some severe health problems. He emailed me and then I called him. I'm going to have to check on old Al because I know he did have some severe health problems. Thank you so much, Florida. I'll reach out to him and see if he's okay. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, everyone have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Share this on all your social media pages. Hit that little thumb, that like button, and we'll get together again. I'll see what happened today in the news, what's happening tomorrow, and then I'll come back on. You never know when I may pop up. Thank you so much, Underground West. I appreciate you for being here. You know how I do. I will continue to answer your comments in the comment section until you're gone, okay? Even though I end the live stream. So everyone have a wonderful evening. I enjoyed each of you. And take care until, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Take care until Wednesday or Thursday. I'll try to come back on for you, okay? All right, take care. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel.